Yes, Sleepbird. I just started the recording.
Okay.
Please proceed.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, amazing minds. Today, this is stage belongs to you, your thoughts, your voice, and your confidence. Let's make it meaningful. This is not just a session. It is a space where confidence grows and voice matter. Today is not about perfection. It's about expressing, trying, and growing together. So feel free and speak freely. Great speakers are not born, they were made. And today we take one step forward. A very warm welcome to each one of you. It's truly pleasure to have such enthusiastic participants gathered here today. So today I'm your host for the grooming session. If anyone wants to participate in the grooming sessions, you have to register your name on the website. If you are a new to this group, please let me know. I will help you to register your name. Okay, let me check who is our first participant.
Are you getting any money from the website?
Sorry, what?
My question is, are you getting any money from the website?
Money.
Okay, do
Yeah.
you see the question in the grooming session? This is not the question of grooming session, right? The the questions are already visible there in the group chat.
Mm.
Do you want to
Okay.
participate?
No,
If you want to participate, you're welcome.
no, that is a different question, so that's why I am
Okay,
asked.
okay, bro. Just mute yourself.
Okay, you
So I
can
have to
ask
continue with the
definitely
session.
after the session. After the session, okay?
You can answer me in a one line if you can.
We can't. So sorry. Sleep mode,
Mm.
please proceed with the next
That's
participant.
Okay.
that's so
Okay.
rude.
Okay. So our most consistent person, MR, is here. He's our first participant. MR, are you there? Hello.
Hello, yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, MR. How are you?
Great. What about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking. So how is the Josh to take the grooming session? Every day you are taking.
Yeah, it's very much high.
Okay. So the stage is yours. Yeah, go ahead.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir, for hosting this wonderful session. This is MR. Today, I'm going to talk about. I'm going to tackle some of the question which is there in this grooming session. So, let me start with the first question, which is: should India continue using LPG or switch to options like induction, and why? So, what I think is, like, as we all know, the LPG shortage is going on in India, and I'm talking about in Delhi. In Delhi, the LPG cylinders are, provided in black for 2,400 rupees to 3,000 rupees. In black, we can buy that because officially with the Hello BPCL app, we are not able to get LPGs from that particular app, and it is getting delayed in getting cylinders. Some people are not able to get that cylinders, and some people are even not seeing that option to book the LPG cylinder. Now, moving or the other option, which is induction, which is electronic use of generating heat so that we can cook our food. So what I think that it can be a better option using induction. As we all know, the main reason behind this LPG shortage is, as we all know, the war going on between uh, US, Israel versus Iran. And because of this war, the Strait of Hormuz, which is a sea route located nearby Iran, has been captured by Iran. And Iran is not allowing other countries other countries' ships because 20% of crude oil is coming from that ship only. But I don't know why it is allowing India, and India, China, and Russia's shipments because of what I think is the good relations, good foreign relations with these countries. But still, because LPG and the or crude oil is disturbed all over the world, therefore we are also facing these consequences of shortage LPGs. Now, because of that LPG shortage, I remember there's a strict district in North India only. One guy uh, got died because of the long line of LPG because he is having some serious health issues and he's not able to continue in being that line or in that big line of getting LPG. So he just got died because of his personal health issues and in being in that line. So now, as we can see that it is very big issue in my surrounding, I can also see this thing is going on. So I definitely think that if induction can be a better option, we should shift to induction for cooking because in the future, if this will continue, whether it will, let's take an example, if it will stabilized, the war would stop. Still, we are getting all the things back then we were getting, but what's the surety that in future it will not happen? Obviously it can happen in the future, and LPG shortage we can also face this in future. So induction, what I think is, can be better option unless, like, I will not use that word unless. Okay, so if we continue to generate that electricity from that that sources, so I think induction can be a good option. So moving forward to the second question, I think I took a lot of time. Okay, what factors would you consider while choosing between LPG, induction, or other cooking methods for your home? So okay, what I think is, like, as I've talked this one reason before, that LPG shortage can be sorted in the future and it can again be very big problem for the world. But induction is something when it's still, we haven't seen any kind of problem because of the international affairs, international uh, conflicts, that electricity's prices are getting increased. So what I think is that we can generate electricity from various sources. So this is also one of the thing that we can choose, induction. And uh, and I think it is more convenient. Like, we are using I think it is more, less costlier as well if we start cooking with that with the electricity. What I think is, I have not measured it, but it is my gut feeling that it can be less costlier. Okay, so moving forward to the third question, how do you how do your daily household choices, like cooking, electricity use, or appliances, impact your expenses and lifestyle? So okay, so I am living in a joint family, so it is not affecting that much my personal lifestyle because the budgeting and these things are taking care of by my family, my parents. So therefore, I am not, I think, getting affected by this. But obviously, our lifestyle, if we collectively talk about our lifestyle, the food we are eating, and that anything that we are getting, definitely getting affected by these things. Like, if in Delhi, I'm talking about, there is a rule or there is a law that if you get yourself, if your unit, I'm talking about in the meter, it is less than 200 units, then you don't have to pay anything as a electricity bill. If it is 200 and even one, then you have to pay electricity bill. So it is also convenient for people, convenient for the citizens in Delhi, that they can just do less use of electricity, and still they can they don't pay any kind of money as an electricity bill. Okay, so this was it, I think. Okay, thank you so much, guys. This was Amar.
Okay. Emma, first of all, thank you for participating in my grooming session. And I really enjoyed your speaking because you are a consistent person. And uh, I know for a long time I know you. Like I'm listening your conversations as well with the people. I really enjoy the conversations regarding the all these three questions. And when it comes to your voice, you are very confident and have a crystal and clear voice. I really appreciate for that as well because whenever we send our thoughts in a crystal and clear manner, then that would be great message to someone to understand. And coming to your answers, yes, exactly, your answers were very structured as I expected before. And yes, because of LPG shortage, there are many cures happening within our country, and we have been, India has been facing many problems, and because of people are rushing towards the LPG these days. They were booking one more extra gas cylinders like that. That kind of chaotic situations is happening. So because of that, country, even though government is not officially declared it as a shortage, people are considering themselves, it's a shortage. So we have to take one more extra cylinder as a backup. So because of that, there are many chaotic situations happen. Yes, we should not, we should not completely depend on LPG cylinders and other countries as well because if we are depending more on other countries, so we face the challenges. That what you have mentioned that. So that is exact what I expected point. And yes, your answers were very structured and I believe that you are improving and keep participating in the sessions and keep enhancing your knowledge and skills. Emma, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving this opportunity to convey
Yes,
my
yeah,
opinion.
okay. And one more point I would like to add, like if you are adding your personal experiences, okay, that would be great point, I would say. So please try to add personal experiences, okay, in future sessions.
I just wanted to know one more thing, like when I speak. So, what I
Uh-huh.
think, how I perceive myself, like I am confused very much when I speak. So, what do you think about this? Like, do I actually confuse with my thoughts?
I don't think so. Like, what you have to do, you have to structure your answers first, what you have to tell. So, why it happens and how it happened, how we have to eradicate these problems. So, in the end, you have to give the conclusions. And in the middle, you can give the personal experiences and all. So, this is how you have to structure your answers. So, that would be a great structure, I would say. So, don't confuse your mind while giving the answer. Just to focus on your explanation, so then everything will be, on the flow only. Okay, don't worry about too much.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. And coming to next participant, let me check who is our next participant. Hmm, yes, Mahi.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. I am audible.
Yes, Mahi, you are audible. Your voice is absolutely audible for me. So first of all, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
Okay, and you, sir?
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking. So how is the Josh to take a part in a grooming session?
So I am excited because the thing is super new for me.
Uh-huh. Okay, are you ready with your answers?
Yes, yes, I am ready.
Okay, stage is yours. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the first question is that should India continue using LPG or switch to options like inductions? Why? So I think LPG is using most of the houses in India, and it is famous and it's used highly, so that things is not good, I think. And LPG is more costly, I can say. The price of LPG sometimes becomes very much high and sometimes the price is normal. So that things I understand. And like if I say about LPG, it's not support our environment; it's harm our environment. So we should. We all know that it's reduce carbon carbon. So that things is not good for the environment. Mm. And then if I say about inductions, so it's totally depends on the electricity. So when so and we can easily use that thing here and there. And the safety matters, like inductions is more safer than, when we use inductions, what will happen, no gas leakage happen. So no damage done or no serious damage done in our houses, so we should choose always induction, I guess. And sometimes, we can easily cook and we can cook faster when we use inductions, so it can save our times too. But what happened, like someone tried to cook traditional foods, that time they can use LPG gas. That time it matters because some type of dishes needed, frame. Mm. I can't pronounce it, like fire or flame, that things needed. So that type of dishes, when they try to cook, only that time if they use LPG, then it is good for them. So, and it depends on the expenses. Like many people can easily buy the induction. So mm, the thing like stove in induction stove, and it is easy to buy, and they can um, make it very useful, and it's also long lasting, and it is saves lot of energy also. So we should balance between both things, like using LPG and induction. We can use at the same time, and we can maintain a balance. And the second question is that what factors would you consider while choosing between LPG induction or cooking materials? So first thing is our budget matters. Like uh, our monthly expenses also matters. Which things is suitable for us? We should select that type of material, and then we can choose the inductions because the it needs always electricity, and it is suitable for us, I guess. And it depends on our cooking style too, like which type of cooking we are doing. So that things matters. And if I say about the safety, that time we also choose uh, of safety of our family members, because induction is more safer, and it is good for our family members too, and we can save our times, we can maintain it easily, we can clean it easily also. And it makes the uh, it makes everything so much easy, I think. And then it's also friendly with our environment, so that's make a positive environment. I mean, don't damage our environment, so that things matters. And our space matters too, like the kitchen, our kitchen size, shapes matters. So we should use always inductions in modern life. We should always prefer inductions, and it's so much popular, I guess. And the third thing is that how do daily household choices impact your expenses and lifestyle? So it depends on our habits, like our actions matters, how much we use the energy. So when we use so much energy, so the expense become higher. And our smart habits matters, like how we use smartly all the things in our house, how we use electricity smartly, and how we reduce the unnecessary things or unnecessary or unhealthy habits, like wasting electricity or another things. Then we can control our expenses, and we can make our life so much smoother. And comforts matter, like some materials makes our life so much comfort, but we should always focus on our financial planning, like how our daily choices matters, how we save everything. That will help us in the long term. Like sometimes if we didn't follow any budget or daily plan while we are using electricity or another thing, then we didn't control our we do unnecessary expense or we waste our country electricity. So that thing is not good. We should think about always our country better. I mean, sometimes some people are rich, they didn't focus on the electricity or are they are using the electricity unnecessary. So they should focus on that thing. We should also focus on that things. And then we always try to use everything smartly because time management matters. When we try to use any kind of tools, we should try to save our times and also save our electricity and our habits matters. Like we should try to do actions for a long time. We should think like which type of things we are doing in our house. That things are not necessary. The unnecessary habits sometimes we follow. So this type of things we should cut off. Our habits we should cut off. Another thing is that um, how can I say? Yeah, like we should always try to clean everything. Like the kitchen, when anyone is cooking, it should be healthy. Okay, some people kitchens are so much dirty, I guess. So that type of person should. When we also help our parents, we do that. Like always improve the quality of our kitchen, and we should also help them to clean. Then what will happen? We improve the quality, and we never become sick and we are healthier. So, as a part of our family members, we should also focus on our family members, what type of activity they are doing. If they are doing any kind of wrong activity, so what is our responsibility? Our responsibility is that we should try to solve that type of problem and we should make a balance and improve our lifestyle. We all do that, like try to improve our lifestyles and our family members' lifestyle too. Then the budget problem will be solved. Like our daily choices matters. Like we step up small good choices we do, it will make a huge impact later in our life, and it's also help us to reduce expenses, and our future will become better. So we should take the responsibility and solve the problem of our family members, like our parents, father and mother, what they are doing. We should support them also. So that's all about all question answer.
Okay. Mahir, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. First of all, thank you for participating in my session. I really enjoyed your speaking. But are you using neckband? Like,
Yeah, I am using that. Let me.
I think in the last session, okay, in the last grooming session, I suggested you to not use neckband, or if you are using neckband, you have to make sure to yourself it is not making any sounds like because of neckband, I guess your voice is not clearly audible to me, and I'm finding very hard to get your point. So that was the situation. So please make sure yourself, okay, before joining the sessions or before talking with anyone, it has in a right condition. So please check that, okay. So that is the first thing you have to, because the background noise, I'm not getting your voice clearly, and but you are very confident, and coming to your voice, not clear and clear. I'm facing very hard to get your points. And when it comes to first question, okay, like you were talking about LPG and we have to switch to other inductions and all. So yes, you were mentioned about we have to shift to other options like induction stoves, because India is facing a shortages of LPGs, and LPG is not good when it comes to environmental point of view, and we have to balance both LPG and inductions. So that what your key points are. So I really enjoyed when it comes to first questions, and when it comes to second questions, you are talking about expenses matter. whatever the things we cook, right, we have to use it like, if it is, we have to, first of all, we have to balance both LPG as well as induction. Second thing, you have mentioned that inductions is very friendly and it's very easy to use. And yes, so that what you have mentioned though. And when it comes to last, point you were mentioned about, based on our lifestyle and expenses and our, maintenance cost and all everything we have to consider before choosing the right, appliances to our homes. So that what your points were. So thank you. Your answers were very structured, but I'm getting, I'm facing very hard to find your points. So that was the challenge I had faced though. But when it comes to, speaking part, your answers were very structured, okay, and I can see the preparations like before joining the sessions, and yes, you are very confident, and please participate in the future sessions as well, and please make sure once again, neck band, okay. I think it has some problem. Please make sure. Okay, Mahi.
Yes, sir. I already reduced my net band, and next sessions I never use my earbud. So I hope I will be
Okay.
clear more.
Okay, please check whether it is a problem with neckband or your mobile. So that would be great for us to listen. So everything is was good. Thank you, Mahi, for participating in the session. So let me check who is our next participant. Dashini.
Hello, sleep mode. Good
Hi,
evening.
Dashini.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And what about you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking. So, how was your day?
Yeah, my day was good.
Everything is good. Then Josh is very high to participate in the grooming
Yes.
session.
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
so the stage, yes, the stage is yours. I hope you get the questions.
Yes, I got question.
Yeah, continue with your question, answers.
Okay, thank you. The first question, should Indian continue using LPG or switch to options like inductions? Why? Okay, so my answer for this question, we have to approach the hybrid mode. So it's better when comes to the LPG, we can it's it's used in rural area more. Like there is no electricity for this LPG cylinder. So first there is no electricity, but when comes to the inductions, we need electricity as well as it's a pollution free. Like there is the gas not leakage, but in LPG the gas will leak. It's leak, so it may be it's create pollutions, and it's more safe as well, because if we are using LPG, sometimes we forget to off the thing, but when it comes to inductions we off it, and it's more convenient to wash dishes. So we have to approach hybrid mode, I would like to say. And now I want to move the second question. What factors would you consider while choosing between LPG, inductions, or other cooking methods for your home? Okay, so what method we are using is, in my home we are using LPG. We didn't use the inductions. Sometimes we are using LPG, and sometimes we used, I'm in village, so I can use the wood to make food. First, I we are prepared to depends the lifestyle and locality and price as well. So the price it's more matter when comes to the comparisons. So if I'm in village, so I can choose the wood. If I choose that wood in village method, that time I can reduce my price, I can save my amount. But if I'm staying in a city, so I should choose LBG or inductions, because I have to cook fastly, and there is no place, it's not comfortable in that city. So it's totally depends, it's totally depends on the locations, price. Okay, no. Okay, moving forward, the third question: how do your daily household choices like cooking, electricity use, or appliance affect your expense and lifestyle? Okay, okay, daily household, yeah, it's impact our lifestyle and money as well. We are using electricity. Without electricity, like, we can't, if the electricity today off, then we face many difficulty. So we used a fan, light, and home appliance, other thing, fridge and washing machine. So all the things we are using that time, electric bill also increase. So in it's impact in money. One sec. So if we followed good habits, like good habit means you have to off the light when there is no need. If no one in this house, you can off a fan and light. So it's a good habit. You can reduce the thing, spending amount. You can reduce spending amount. And yeah, like when it comes to the cooking method also, we have to use two options on its you mentioned in this question, LPG, and another thing is induction. So that time, if we buy monthly, then that cylinder price also increasing. That time it's affect our financial issues. Yeah, this is my answer for that, and thank you.
Okay, Dashini, thank you. Thank you for your participation in the grooming session. And you spoke very well. I really enjoyed your speaking, and you were a very confident person, and your voice were very crystal and clear to me. Like I can hear, all the points without having any trouble. So when it comes to first point, we are talking about how inductions helps us to reduce the pollution, because LPG is causing us pollutions, so we can control the pollutions by using inductions. So that what you have mentioned. And coming to next point, you were mentioned about LPG has leakage problem. In case it may arise, the problem may arise, but induction is not like that. We can freely use, and also it's very easy to use without having any trouble, especially when it comes to washing the dishes also. uh, it's very easy, and both has its pros and cons, that where you are highlighted when it comes to first point, first question. And when it comes to second point, you are talking about prices matter more than anything, because many Indians mentality is same like what others has, like we are always try to save our monies. So, instead of we completely depending on LPG or inductions, we should balance both. So that what you highlighted in the second point. So I really appreciated that point. And when it comes to third point, we have to save our electricity by whenever the necessity is not there to use, so we have to reduce it. So that what you highlighted in the third point. And instead of and in the conclusion you have explained about, instead of completely depending on one sources of energy, we have to balance both. So that would be more better. And sometimes we have to use firewood as well for our to reduce our prices. So that what you were mentioned. So I really appreciate your key points and highlighted points. So helps us to realize the importance of our traditional way of cooking compared to modern cookings, because we have to completely depending on other countries to get the energies, right? So like we have a sources, we have to utilize the sources properly. then we can control our pollutions, we can reduce our prices, and we can use freely that part you were highlighted points. Thank you, Darshini. Your answers were very structured. I really enjoyed. Thank you for your participation.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and keep participating and announcing your knowledge. I'm very glad to see you as a participant. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
move towards the next participant. Siddhi, are you there?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, sir.
Hi, Siddhi, the energetic person. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, and thanks for asking. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great, but I have a doubt. Are you feeling okay? Like, I can't see the energy.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah,
Okay, that's great to know that. Okay, are you ready with your answers?
yeah. So, yeah, can I
Okay,
start?
go ahead. Yes, go
Yeah,
ahead. Stage is yours.
yeah, thank you. Uh, Hello everyone, my name is Siddhi. So today I'm going to share my views on LPG and injection cooking. So firstly, I don't know about induction because in my home no induction. That's reason I don't know about very much. But in my opinion, so I'm just talking about LPG. Sorry, sorry. First question I forget mention. Yeah. So there is a three question. First question is should India continue using LPG or switch to option like induction, and why? So in my opinion, um, firstly, according to me, so uh, India should not completely stop using LPG. Yeah, because everyone know LP is very common in India, both of like village and cities. It's easy, and yeah, and if I'm talk about injection, I don't know about this because in my home no available. That's the reason. But yeah, LPG is in my home available 23 years. 23 years. That's reason. So in my opinion, LPG is good and easily available. Yeah, I know day by day increasing price, and and not good for not good for natural means environments, but according to me, LPG is good. And second question, um uh sorry, what's the second question? What factors would you consider while choosing between LPG, uh, induction, or other cooking methods for your home? I think nowadays, looking world conditions. So according to me, um, is good for everyone, but easily not available city, because especially available Rajasthan, Bihar, and UP, but not others like Mumbai, Delhi. It's popular cities not available. So just I mention induction is good for home because it's not uh, more much investing, just need electricity. That's good. And third question, how do you daily household choice like cooking, electricity uses, or appliance impact your expenses and lifestyle? Yeah, so Third question is um, daily household choice impact. So our daily households choice have a big impact on our expenses and lifestyle. So if we uses electricity and applies carefully, so we can save money. It's a true, because there is no need LPG anymore. We just need electricity and same money. For example, like switching off lights and using energy efficient appliance reduce the electricity bill. But using modern appliance make our life easier and more comfortable, but overuses can increase expenses. So that's all from my side, and thanks for listening.
Okay. Siddhi, thank you for your participation in the grooming session. Uh, and you spoke very well about this topic. And when it comes to your answers, you are using filler words. That is, you should avoid it. Okay, like, yeah, it is. I know many people they are facing this problem, including me as well. So you have to try to reduce filler words when you are talking. Okay, and second thing is pronunciation. You have to improve. Uh, and coming to first question, I would like to highlight your key points. Like, should India continue using LPG or switch to other options like inductions? So you said like we should not completely depend on one sources of energy. We have to balance both. So that's what you have mentioned. And LPG is easily available and not good for environment as well. So that were the key points you were mentioned in the first question. And coming to second question, you were mentioned about induction is good because of a little bit of investment, because the LPG prices are increasing these days. It's very difficult to manage our expenses. That's what you mentioned in the second questions. And coming to third questions, you were mentioned about carefully we have to use and save the money. Like, because whenever the necessity is not there to use the electricity or any other resources and energies, so we have to limit that usages. So that what you have mentioned in your answers. Thank you, Siddhi, for your participations. I really enjoyed. And when it comes to when you are participating the next time, try to speak more, okay? Because and try to structure your answers bit in a good way. It really helps us to understand the your thoughts clearly. So that what my suggestions from my side. Please participate in Siddhi and keep enhancing your knowledge.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much, sir, for feedback. I definitely try.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Siddhi. And move towards next participant. Let me check who is our next participant. Unscripted. Yeah, unscripted.
Yeah.
Unscripted, are you there?
Hi.
Yeah, hi, unscripted. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing great in my life. Thank you for asking. So, are you ready with your answers?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead. Stage is yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Unscripted this side. And the questions of today's, okay, let's see what's the question of today's grooming session. So, the first question is, should India continue using LPG or switch to options like inductions, and why? Okay. So, first of all, I would like to begin by going back to the basics. LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas. There are basically two methods to prepare LPG. One is crude oil and another one is natural gases. And to prepare LPG, it actually cost high. And even though we are like India has a highly populated country, so because of that the LPG that is actually produced or that is prepared in India, that is not enough. So because of that, we imported mostly around, I think 60% of the LPG is imported from the outer countries. I'm not sure about this number. I just heard this number on YouTube, and that's why I am calling it out. Okay, so those 60% of the LPG that we import, that is imported into the India, is imported from the Middle Eastern countries, that are Saudi Arabia and these kind of countries. And we have a transportation route, that is Strait of Hormuz nowadays, which is blocked by Iran because of war, and we all are aware about war. Because of this disruption, the supply of LPG in India is affected, and people like me, you, and those who are head of their family, they are afraid of their future shortage. Like, what if that in like tomorrow there will be World War III, and what to do and what not to do. And because of that, people are having extra cylinders in their houses. And apart from this, people are storing and selling cylinders in black market, and I have seen this on news channel. So because of that mismatch in demand and supply, there is LPG crisis in India, I think. Okay, it was not related to the answer. Okay, now moving to the thing, okay. So India should not completely stop using LPG, because practically it's not possible. You can't stop LPG at all. Huh, because it is essential, and food is like your basic need. Huh. It is necessary for you, for me, and everyone. So we can't avoid LPG at all, but we can try other alternative options like inductions. We have solar cookers and other methods. So we should not completely rely on LPG, but try to explore on other options like inductions. And even though those who live in rural areas, people in past, like we have seen traditionally, like women's, or in our culture, we have seen that people use wood, and they use kerosene stoves, these kind of thing. So uh, we can use methods as per your need, as per the availability of the resources, apart from LPG. Now moving to the second question: what factors would you consider while choosing LPG, induction, or other cooking methods for your home? So I think, okay, so like cooking, hmm, choosing different method for cooking, like there are, cooking is necessary. I mean, food is necessary for everyone, for you, for me, and everyone. So there are different methods, that like LPG, induction, solar cookers, and one can prefer solar cooker, which is efficient in nature, which is reliable, which is eco-friendly. But the thing is cost. Like people prefer LPG, but nowadays we have seen ups and downs in LPG prices, and so we can prefer induction. And but induction has impact on electric bill. And apart from this, the factor that matters are like availability, the availability of resources. That, like, if you are living in the area where uh, like where LPG, like we say LPG is available to everywhere, but like if someone is living in rural area, for them wood are easily available. So apart from LPG, they can rely on like that clay, that clay pot and the mud, sorry, wood, these kind of thing. And other factor will be safety. I think LPG, we have seen LPG, like LPG causes gas leakage and fire hazards. But meanwhile, when it comes to electric methods, they are more safer than LPG. There are also risks, but they are safer than LPG. So I think these are the factors one should consider as per their reliability and the thing. Now moving to the last question: how do your daily household choices like cooking, electricity use, and appliances impact your expenses and lifestyle? Your your daily household activities, they are directly impacted upon like our expenses and our our lifestyle. Hmm. For example, like if you are uh, you can't ignore them at all, because they are your basic need. For example, you need food, we need food, and that's why, because of food, either we need LPG, either we need induction, or any another method. So because of that, either you have to pay the bill of your electricity bill, or either you have to pay your cylinder bill. So we can't ignore them. In the same manner, there are other expenses like you have to buy basic household items like water, detergent, and these kind of stuff. So we are reliable on them, and they are necessary for ourselves. And okay, so in a conclusion, I would like to say, uh, invest not invest okay expend your money on the things that really matters to you, and expend them in a spend them in a efficient manner. Do budgeting and planning before expending your money, and track your money, that whether you actually spend your money, it was efficient for you or not. And avoid unnecessary expenses. For example, you are living alone, and for example, you are leaving your room, and then try to switch off your fan, try to switch off those lights, because it will be efficient. By doing these kind of habits, you can save your money. And again, if in a family there are 5%, then they can only make food of 5%. Why they need to make food of 6 or 7%? So these are the way how one can save their money, and use their money in an efficient manner for their daily household choices. Yeah, I'm done. I'm complete.
Okay. Unscripted. Once again, thank you for your participation in the grooming session. I really enjoyed this speaking because so compared to other participant, what I enjoyed the most is you used the knowledge, whatever the knowledge you have related to this, shortage and these, things. You used your knowledge in the right way, and your answers were very structured. That what I really enjoyed. Okay, and coming to confidence, you are a very confident person, and your voice were crystal and clear. And I like the voice modulation. Okay, because wherever the voice you need to change, you changed your voice, and that really highlighted in your conversation. And when it comes to the first question, you were talking about you know you classified it into two types. Okay, crude oil and natural gases. So and India should not completely depend on LPG or inductions. India has to balance both resources efficiently, and India is like India's energies resources is very short, and India is mainly depending on Gulf countries. So that what you mentioned here. So I really enjoyed that point as well. And you were mentioned about the India is importing 60% of the gases from the other countries. That what you have mentioned. That is the most highlighted point in your first answers. So I really enjoyed in your first answers. So when it comes to second point, second question, cost is more important. We have to save our monies, and we have to focus on other options as well. But based on our availability, we have to use. And when it comes to safety, safety is also very important. So like when it comes to we are using LPG cylinders, so it may cause for the fire hazards or leakages. So but when it comes to solar energies or any electric induction stoves and all, it is more safer compared to LPG stoves. So that's what you highlighted in the second answers. So coming to third questions, uh, we have to use like efficiently, and whenever the things are not required, we have to limit our usages, and we have to plan our things, and efficiently we have to use whatever the resources we have to use on the particular time. So that's what you have mentioned. And in the final, I would say your answers were very structured, and and you were very confident, and you are changing your voice based on the context. So that's what I really enjoyed in your speaking part. Thank you, Unscripted, for participating in the session. I really enjoyed.
Okay, thank you. First of all, you are the first one who gave me compliments regarding my voice modulation. Like, I haven't seen someone who complimented ever for my voice modulation. Thank you.
Yes, okay. So let me check who is our next participant. Mm, Akash.
Yes,
Akash, are you
hi,
here?
this is
Hi,
Anvil.
Akash, the
Hi.
most enthusiastic person in our
Okay.
group.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. How are you, Akash?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm also doing great. Yeah, because of you guys. Okay. And how was your day?
My day is going well. What about you? Same, I
My
think
day
so.
is also, yeah, day is also going great. Thank you for asking. I hope that Josh is very high to answer all these three questions, right?
Yes, yes. I try my best because
Yeah,
I'm not a good cook, but I try to manage all those things
yeah,
to
you
answer.
have to, you have to answer based on your mother because you're taking the expenses from your mother, right? So you have to
Yes, right.
answer. Yeah, you have to help your mothers as well. So the stage is yours. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you for giving this opportunity to me. First question in the grooming session: should India continue using LPG or switch to options like inductions? Why? Okay, it is a very good question, and even it is a very expensive question now. Why I said expensive? Because every day we are listening from the news about the LPG, and the cylinders are available, coming at delivery time correctly or not. We are just having update. We are not buying anything, but we are I can say always searching the news and eagerly to know what happening in our country, exactly what happening between the Iran and the America war. But we are concerned about more about the LPG gas rather than that war. Okay, I know that what LPG cylinder, how it benefited till now. Up to, I can say, from my 20 years, I only observe LPG in my household, but I do not observe this induction. Why? Because there is no need. But I nowadays I observe the people, they are buying induction. Induction, I can say, it is a temporary heated machine, we can call, which can operate with electricity. It's really good, having a good food on it. Whenever this kind of crisis happen, people always shift to this induction, and it is easily operate. We know that electricity, whatever the electrical things, it is very easily to operate and having a heat, and it is a good experience the people have with it. Most of the thing, like for example, comparing with the electrical cooker and all those things, people get to know how it can operate, because only one thing that can get a heat, and we can put on it whenever the something you want to cook is very easy. The people, you can see the in lively what happening exactly, compared to the electrical cooker or any electrical appliances which is used for cooking. Okay, my question. We all know that LPG, we can shift into the induction. But my question is, we can only shift. But how? What about the restaurants? What about the bigger NGOs who always try to cook and I can say supply a huge amount of food chain? It is very difficult for them, because as a imagination for myself is a very bigger thing, because LPG can be most portable. For example, I can say that, for example, I take cell phone with comparing with laptop. We can tell that laptop is LPG gas because it can do huge work, but this kind of induction can do only household work. It is a kind of portable one. But I can say most of the cases, LPG can having a huge demand. Why? It can help larger food chain. compared to the other electrical things. Maybe Shirdi and this kind of places, they have their own technology. They built on having a solar and the stream food. They will cook with stream. My answer is simple. We can't change as much as we Indians. We cannot change as much as I can wholly, but we can just shift because of it is a panic situation. We can just shift into the this kind of things for a while, but again whenever the crisis completed, we can go to the LPG. There is no panic in it. That's all. The second question, what factors would you consider like choosing between LPG, induction, or other cooking methods for your home? Okay, according to the Indian government, they're saying that house for household we will give completely what they demand. Like they mentioned that for household 45 days we will give one cylinder for 45 days, but there is no panic situation. Only there is a panic situation for the restaurants and the hotels or any hostels, even a larger NGO groups who are supplying whole food. My question is simple. There is no panic at all, because LPG is already whatever we are getting. We daily we are receiving larger amount of ship which is filled with LPG, and we do not have any break of the chain. Whenever we had a break of the chain, we will get lot of information regarding LPG. I can say whenever it has any break of the chain, demand and supply, then we know. But there is no continuously our we are receiving the ships from the Iran, and there is no government is not stating that there is a problem over the transforming any kind of problem. But I can say maybe some of the panic situations people only create. I know that most of the people are they are keeping more than three cylinders at the time, where this kind of information misinformation we are getting. There is a lot of shortage. Only we are the culprits. Are making the shortage of the LPG. There is no shortage actually. Like sunflower oil, whenever there is a war between I can say Russia and Ukraine. So many people think that there is a supply chain gap between the sunflower oil, but even you have I can say this kind of sunflower oil drawback, but we can use more and more. We can rely on other things because we are humans. We know the common sense, what to use and what not to use. When we use common sense, this panic situation we can decrease as much. As at corona time, so many died because of panic situations, what artificially human created, not by the because of the corona. The same way, we should not be panic any situation. There is lot of alternatives. How do your daily household choices like cooking, electricity use, or appliances impact your expenses and lifestyle? Till now, there is no impact in my expensive and lifestyle through cooking or electricity appliances. Why? Because we all are limited. We use limited things. We never consume more food, or even we can't attract more and more things, because we know that um, if, if some people I always see whenever it is needed, they think they should save that, and whenever there is no need, they will save it. this theory is good, but why we should hold our choices now? Sometimes maybe people are thinking that we should buy more people are thinking that electricity sorry, somewhere else LPG gas cylinder is increasing, we should save expenses for it
Gas
and we
cylinder
should save the life.
within. So
Yes, yes. We should save that expenses, but there is no need. We are totally compactable. When we can transform, humans' lives are different. When there is a impact on it, then only we change our life. There is no need to change our lifestyle because there is a lot of things we can take help, and we can not change our choices, but we can transform the whole thing. Like whenever LPG have a problem, we can shift electrical things, and even electrical things having a problem, there is another solution for it. We can find the solution. Not we should not increase our expenses or decrease our expenses because of that. Thank you for giving me opportunity.
Akash, as usual, the same. Yeah, like I really enjoyed your speaking. And coming to feedback, you were very confident, and you have a crystal and clear voice. And I really enjoy with your voice as well because you have a good voice, then you helps us to realize the importance of LPG because India, for the last 2 to 3 weeks, India has been facing challenges regarding LPG shortage. These problems India has been facing, but because of rush towards the people that make us more chaotic things in India. So you help us to realize the importance of LPG and other energies like and when it comes to the like points you have highlighted, you have highlighted the importance of LPG here, and I know people shift based on the trend. Like these days, because of chaotic situations, people are shifting to inductions instead of mainly depending on LPGs. But the trend will goes down gradually once we are getting a sufficient amount of LPGs from countries, and you are also compared these two things, and you're talking about restaurant and NGO point of view as well, because restaurant and NGOs, they were already have a setup, like they were using steam, they were using steam boiler, this kind of things they were already having set up, so they can't easily shift to induction stoves and all. So that key points also you highlighted, so that is a great point, I would say. And we can't change the choices easily, but we can find the solutions. So that what your answer was. So thank you, Akash, for your participation. I really enjoyed, and you help us has to realize the importance of LPG and other energies as well, because India should not always depend on LPG. We should also use other options like inductions, so electric stoves, solo stoves and firewoods, like traditional cooking methods. So that's what you highlighted. Thank you. Thank you for Akash for participating in the session. I really enjoyed.
Thank you for the session. It is very really very new to me, these all questions. I at the beginning what I can say, I think, but actually I comprehend all those things, what real problems we are facing in the society.
Mm, okay. Okay, Akash, thank you. Thank you for your participation. So we will
Thank
move
you, sir.
towards our next participant. Let me check who is our next participant. Mm, Kajal. Kajal, are you there? Kajal is not here. Okay. Our last participant is Sonia Single. Single. Yeah. Hi, Sonia.
Hi,
Yeah. Good afternoon.
good afternoon. How are you?
How are you? Sorry.
How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you for asking. So, and how about you?
I'm also fine. Can I start my answers?
Mhm. Yes, you can start your answers. Are you ready with all these three questions answer?
Definitely. Uh, Good
Okay,
afternoon,
I
everyone.
I hope that. So yeah, continue.
Okay, thank you. Should India continue using LPG or switch to options like induction? Why? As all we know that due to war between Israel and Iran, these days we are facing the shortage of LPG. At that time, we are bound to switch to some other options like inductions for our cooking or other things. We are bound this time now due to shortage of LPG that we use some other source to cook for cooking or something for other household chores. I think these days we are also facing shortage of LPG and cylinders are not available in the market. And if they are available, their prices are very high. So it is very difficult for all of us or for a middleman to afford so high prices of cylinders of LPG. And but if we talk about induction, then as we know that it is only operational with the electricity, and there is a shortage of electricity in some areas. At that time, it becomes very difficult to completely rely on the induction. At that time, it becomes very essential that we should keep the balance between both LPG and induction. As we can do one thing that we keep cylinder with us, and we don't totally we should not totally rely on LPG cylinder as there is a shortage. So we can make the balance between both LPG and induction. Sometimes some cooking which is possible on the induction that we can do on the induction, but some cookings are such that these are not possible on the induction. At that time we can use the LPG. These are, I think, only the possible ways that we can do these days. Second question: what factors would you consider while choosing between LPG, induction, or other cooking methods for your home? As I already told in the first question, that the cooking which is possible on the LPG, that we should do on the LPG, and the other the cooking which is possible on induction, that we can do on the induction. But the other cooking such as frying and making chapatis, etc., which is not possible on the induction, that we can do on the LPG. And or some other methods we can use. But these days we know that people cannot use the traditional method of cooking as wood or coal, etc., making burning the traditional chullas. These are not possible for us, so we must try to use the induction sector. These are only, I think, possible ways. Or if there is a shortage of electricity in any area, or electricity rate are very high, then uh, we would have to think about the other cooking methods. Uh, I think these are the possible ways. Third question: how do your daily household choices like cooking, electricity use, or appliances impact your expenses and lifestyle? As all we know that these days gas cylinders are selling on the uh, high prices. We can say these are available only on black. Some people are not uh, in a state to afford these, and sometimes electricity bills are very high. If we continuously do the cooking on induction or some other electricity operating appliances, then it becomes very difficult to afford these also. So we will have to make the balance between all of these things according to our um, expenses. according to our budget. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Hmm. Okay. Sonia, ma'am, thank you for your participation in the session. And I appreciate you take the part in the session. And coming to the feedback, uh, you are a very confident person. So there is no doubt in that though. And you have a good voice and crystal and clear. I can easily get your points, whatever the things you are going to say. And in the middle, I was observed one thing that is, you are repeating the points again and again. That was a one mistake I have observed in your speaking. And like, if possible, try to reduce the filler words like like that. Okay. And you are talking about challenges we are facing regarding of LPG shortage, and we should not completely depending on you know uh, LPG or inductions. We have to balance both LPG and inductions. And earlier days, in our primitive society, our ancestors, they were mainly depending on firewoods. But after that, gradually we are started focusing towards the LPG. But now, once we feel completely depending on LPG, this shortage is going to happen. And right, this is a right time to think about, we have to balance our energy resources, and we should not completely depending on one country. We should also focus on other countries' energy resources, and we have to import from other countries as well. So that what you are highlighted. Thank you for your participation again in the session, ma'am. Keep participating in the session and keep enhancing your knowledge.
Thank you, Sleepmore, for your authentic feedback. I will take
Yeah.
care of these points which you pointed about. Next time, I will try to improve in this. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, madam. Thank you. Okay. I can't see anyone name here apart from all these first nine names. So if anyone wants to participate in the grooming session, please register your name on the website. It really helps us to know who wants to participate in the session. If you are a new person here, please let me know. I will help you to register your name. So anyone, would you like to take the part in the grooming session? Smiley, Dinesh, Mansis, Shobha, Harsh, Suraj, anyone?
Yeah, bro, I have few points to put over those
Okay.
questions.
So have you registered your name on the website?
Yeah, I have done it.
May I know your name, if you don't mind?
Suraj,
Suraj, but I can't see the name on the website. Just a moment.
I don't know, but I have registered there.
Wait, just a moment. Yes, I can see the name. Yeah, Suraj. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, one and all.
How are
Hope you
you?
guys are doing well. I'm fine, absolutely.
Hmm. So I
So,
hope the energy is very high to answer all these three questions.
yeah,
Okay, the
so
stage is yours, Suraj. Continue.
thank you. So, the question is that should India continue using LPG or switch to options like induction? Why? So, for me, like India should not completely stop using LPG because if people stop using completely LPG right now, then they have to switch to the alternate options like induction. If there is a sudden increase in demand in induction, so there could be a high possibility that again we have to face the same situation shortage in induction as well. So what I think that I don't think there is a enough shortage in LPG because what people do, like they hold the stock of the LPG and sell it into the black. So that is the reason why countries facing those crises. And apart from that, like if I talk about the useful advantages and disadvantages of LPGs and induction, like people in villages they usually prefer LPG because they were not much aware about the use of the induction. I'm not talking about everyone people, but most of them are not aware about the use of the induction. So they prefer to use LPG over induction. So according to me, the best approach is that gradual shift will work. Like if the electricity supply is reliable and affordable, so more people can move to the induction. And the next question is that what factors would you consider while choosing between LPG induction or other cooking methods for your home? So there are few factors like we should keep in mind that first factor is that electricity supply. If if the supply is good, then it's better to use or shift towards the induction part. But if the power cuts are frequent, then in that case LPG is more reliable compared to the induction. And the second is that safety. uh, LPG, like induction feels safer when it's compared to LPG, because of the leakage of the LPG. While using LPG, we have to be careful. And the third thing is that speed and the multitasking. Like in induction, we can cook only one food at a time, but when it's come to LPG, or you can say gas, we can we can cook two or three items at a time. So in that case, LPG is uh, like compared to quite good compared to induction. And the main important factor is that environment factor. If the induction is like induction is cleaner in use, like if the source that electricity is comes from an good source or renewable source, you can say. So overall, for me, it depends on situation. Um, like I would like to come on the third question, that how do your daily household choices like cooking, electricity use of appliance impact or expenses and lifestyle? I don't have enough points to answer this question, but balance of both is important. Like you don't have to rely on only one sources. Like it's better to rely on any other alternative sources. Like and it's not applied to only LPG or induction. Like it's applied to other commodities as well. Balancing is more important for me. Yeah, over to you. Thank you.
Okay. So Raj, thank you for your participation in the session, and you used the knowledge here because of the key highlighted and impressive point is highlighted points. So you answered it like a points. So that what I really enjoyed in your speaking. Okay. And coming to your voice, you are very confident and you have a crystal and clear voice and you have a good voice. Okay. Please maintain that voice. And your answers were very structured. I really appreciate you. And you are also mentioned here, like completely we should not depend on LPG. We have to balance both inductions as well as like LPG cylinders, as well as how LPG shortage help us to realize the importance of energy resources. And you're talking about in black market as well, advantages of disadvantages of inductions, usages of inductions. And you are also focused towards the rural area people. We should not completely change or shift towards one energy. We should gradually shift, and we have to helps to understand the people, the usage of the what are the benefits we are getting from the usage. And we should not suddenly shift from one energy to another energy. We should gradually shift. So that what you highlighted in this in your answer. And when it comes to second questions, mainly you use the points. That is the most impressive thing I would say. That is, first you use the electricity supply. Based on electricity supply, whether I can use inductions or not. Because if my place is located in one place, that is often, I'm disconnecting the connection. So it is very difficult for me to use the induction stoves. But in that cases, it's better to use LPG cylinders. If the place is very convenient with electricity, that is more good to use electricity, electric stoves. So that what you have mentioned here. And coming to next point, safety. You are mentioned about leakage. LPG will it may cause for the leakage and fire hazards, and inductions is very safer compared to LPG. Speed and multitasking, environmental point of view. There are a lot of we have to balance both these inductions as well as LPG. So that are the key points you highlighted in your answers. I really appreciate you for participating in the session, and I really enjoyed. And keep participating and keep enhancing your knowledge. Thank you, Suraj, for your participation.
Yeah, thanks for your valuable feedback and looking forward to take participate in your next session.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And your answers were very structured, okay? I really enjoyed. Yeah.
At that time, I have two or more 3 points, but if I try to add those points, I don't know why. If like in my statement, when I try to cover more sentences, then there is a high possibility that I will stuck into my opinion also. So I tried to answer in a laconic way, like only important points.
Yes, Suraj, you should not shift, from one point to, another point easily. You have to, explain briefly. So that's what you have to do, and don't think about explanation. And like, be calm, and whatever the things answer accordingly. So that's what I'm expecting it from you, Suraj.
Yeah, we'll work upon it. Thank you.
Yes, yes, Suraj, thank you. So guys, like, this is our grooming session. If anyone wants to participate, please participate. I think so far 10 participants, they have registered their name, and all the 10 people, they have taken except Kajal, all the participants, they have participated in the grooming session. Let me check once again the website. If anyone left, okay, no one registered their name on the website, so it's better to wrap up this session. I really enjoyed with you and interact with. I'm very happy to interact with you guys. Thank you for your participation in the session. Just a moment. I would like to invite the admins to stop the recording.
Is grooming session or
Yes, Aisel. It's the time to wrap up the session.
okay? Shall I stop the
Yeah.
recording?
Yes, Aisel, you can stop the recording.